Good morning, everybody. This is Petra from Petra's Happy Place. Welcome to my channel. Today, I am sitting outside and enjoying the beautiful weather. It is before 9 o'clock in the morning, so it's still cool enough for me to be sitting out here. Otherwise, I wouldn't be. It's supposed to get really hot and muggy again today. But I guess we're used to it, whereas my friends up in the north, Canada, are getting it even warmer than here, and it's just, when I say warmer, I mean hot. Hot. Anywho, I was watching a dear friend of mine, her video, and she posted a random video, and it wasn't a tag or anything, but I thought, this sounds like a lot of fun. So I decided to pop on and do a 20 things I don't want to live without. 20 things I don't want to live without. Now, this is not the same as I can't live without, meaning, like big stuff like food and water and stuff like that, okay? I'm not going to put anything like that, but these are just fun things that I don't want to live without. And after I reviewed this list that I wrote down, I only have 18, a 20. I guess I could break some up, but I'm not going to. But after reviewing this list, for years, I had thought, I want to downsize, or I want to live simply. And I'm looking at this list, and there ain't no way I can simplify. No way I would ever be able to live in an RV. No way I would be able to live in a tiny house. Not with all the stuff I don't want to live without. I mean, I could live without it, but where would be the fun in that, right? So, here I go. Now, I was going to have all these things around me, so that you could I could do like a show and tell. But that ain't going to happen. Because, half the stuff I'd never be able to do unless I took the camera or my phone or whatever to the actual item. And I just don't feel like going back inside right now. It is just too doggone pretty. In fact, I will tell you this, side note. I think it's about 70 degrees right now. And I'm in the shade. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm still in the shade, which makes it really, really nice. The birds are singing. I had to wait until the guy with the lawnmower finished mowing my area, because you would never have been able to hear me. I'm sitting here drinking an iced coffee. Well, no, it's not well, whatever. I'm drinking the iced coffee-like thing. And I'm actually kind of cool. The wind is blowing. Y'all don't hate me, okay? I'm just weird that way. The breeze is blowing, and it's really warm out, and my skin is kind of sticky, but with that wind blowing, I'm kind of chilled. I've got my blanket I'm working on, and I kind of liked working on it. I had to take a break. Okay, so with that said, let's get on to my list. And the first one happens to be air conditioning. I don't want to live without air conditioning. I'd rather be a little bit cool than be too hot. Y'all, I'm an oddball. You knew that, though, right? Okay, so number 1 is air conditioning. Number 2 is lotion. Lotion. I hate feeling dry. Dry skin. I would rather feel sticky than dry. I'm odd. Okay, so anyway, lotion. Number 3, earplugs. I have gotten so used to sleeping with earplugs now. Mr. Happy has to wear a CPAP at night. In between that CPAP and occasional snoring, and just little odds and ends. I mean, even now, I mean, if I just decided to go to sleep in the middle of the day, I cannot sleep without my earplugs. Oh well. Number 4, my computer. And neck and neck with that, number 5, my phone. I can't live without my phone or my computer. That's just the way it is. And between those two and number 6, I cannot live. No, not cannot. I do not want to live without internet. Okay, I'm spoiled, yes. But, you know, I keep saying Mr. Happy's addicted to the internet, but honestly, deep down it's me that's addicted to it. So, nope, don't want to live without it. Number 7, and this is just a general statement, yarn. I don't want to live without yarn. Y'all, if you knew how much yarn I had given away. I gave a good friend of mine, this was a couple years back when I was like trying to organize my living room. I think I gave her, like, correct me if I'm wrong, because I know you better be watching, but I think I gave her like maybe 3 bags, big bags, or maybe 3 or 4 boxes, big boxes of yarn, because I was just trying to get rid of it. I wasn't in a crochet place. It was in the place where I was doing more writing, and so I didn't have... What was I thinking? I can't get rid of yarn. I was just telling another friend this morning, I don't want to get rid of any of my yarn. I know some of it I will probably never use, but for some reason I don't want to get rid of it. I'm a hoarder. And if I have to do a giveaway, I don't say I have to do a giveaway, but when I do a giveaway and I decide I want to give away yarn, what does this Petra do? She goes out and buys more yarn because I don't want to give away the yarn I've got. I'm a sick person. Help me. Karen, you think you're a yarn addict. Oh my gosh. Girl, you ain't got nothing on this girl. I was just thinking, if you put all my yarn, and if I displayed all my yarn that I have, I would probably have more than Krista from the Secret Yarnery. That's scary because I don't have the place that she does. I don't have a yarnery. Okay, so number 8, and I have generalized this and put this all in one lump. Crochet accessories. That means everything crochet related. I'm talking hooks, beads, I'm talking, I know, beads, whatever. Let's see here, whatever. Stitch markers, blocking mats, a yarn swift ball winder. That's all accessories. I don't want to live without it. Okay, now this next one should be the first one, but I didn't make it number 1, but it's my Bible. I don't want to live without my Bible. Now, I could live without it, obviously, duh, but I don't want to live without it. It should be number 1 on my list. I should be reading it a whole lot more. In fact, I probably should be reading it instead of doing a video, but that's beside the point. And number 10 would be books. Books. Oh, goodness. Okay. Mr. Happy collects books. All kinds of books. Paperbacks, hardbacks. He's got collections of authors, collections of series. I don't have a fraction of his books. But that's another thing. I don't want to live without. I don't want to live without my books. I've got my series that I love, that I want to collect. I've got all my Jane Austen. I've got all my Ted Dekker. I've got all my Stephen James. I've got, I've got collections. I've got, oh my word, I don't even know, hundreds of books on my Kindle. Well, I don't even have a Kindle, but I'm talking about my Kindle app, that I've actually got. Nook. Tons. You know what? Come to think of it, I have a Nook account, and I have prescriptions. I have subscriptions to magazines on my Nook for books that I haven't read in probably over a year. Oy, I probably should cancel that subscription. What do you think? So, anyway, number 11, journals and notebooks. I'm a collector of notebooks. I've got notebooks for everything. I've got notebooks that are empty and notebooks that are filled. I've got notebooks that are half filled. I always carry a little pouch with coloring pencils, markers, pens, just for my journals. And I can hear my neighbor mowing the lawn, and it's getting closer. So maybe I need to get closer to the microphone so it won't be drowning me out. But then you can see my sores all over my lip. Anyway, so so that leads me to my next thing. I don't want to do without my coloring pencils and pens and not good. I don't want to live without those. Let's see here. Number 13. I use one of those My Pillows. Y'all, I cannot sleep without my pillow. My pillow. Get it? My pillow. I love that pillow. I honestly could not sleep well until I found that. I'm addicted. I'm like a big baby. Now I can't sleep without my earplugs and my pillow. Oh well, I like my sleep. That's what it is. I like my sleep. Okay, number 14 is my recliner. For years, I snuggled up on a regular armchair or a couch. But doggone it if I didn't get addicted to my chair now. And you want to hear something really special? That was the chair. My recliner is the chair that my dad had. And so it has a lot of sentimental value to me too, to know that my dad sat in that chair, when he was suffering. That just means a lot to me. I kind of feel like he's giving me a big hug when I'm in the chair. I need to think of that more often. Good memories. Okay. Number 15. Hello, a dishwasher. How many of you wash dishes by hand? Oh my goodness, yes. I would if I had to. And there is a sense of, I do like washing dishes, don't get me wrong. But that's only if I live by myself. If I'm by myself, I'll wash dishes with gloves, with rubber gloves. But now that I got a teenager and a Mr. Happy, no, I ain't doing no dishes. The only dishes I wash by hand now are my special things, like knives and, like the really sharp knives and special cups and those, like these kinds of cups that I don't want to put in the dishwasher, right? Those are the only things that I wash by hand. And Mr. Happy, I'm sorry to tell you this. I'm really, really embarrassed by this. Mr. Happy has to get on me for weeks because those things pile up in the sink. until I feel like doing the dishes. I just don't even like going in the kitchen unless it's to get myself something to eat. And the kitchen is in the middle of the house, so I have to walk through. Y'all, I'm a mess. Oh, pray for me. Pray for me, please. Okay, so number 16 is my Keurig. Okay, I cannot be without my Keurig. And the most things I make in it, I make coffee in the morning. I have a cup of coffee when I go to work. So I have to have a Keurig at work. And I have to have a Keurig at home. And when I go over to my mom's house, she has one. So I'm not going to be living without a Keurig. I'll tell you what else is when I had a little mini camper. I had a mini 18-foot little pull-behind camper in my previous life. And I had a little mini Keurig because I wasn't going to live without it. So there you go. Number 17 is face moisturizer. I don't want to live without that. I know I could. I would look old, but I don't want to live without face moisturizer, and I don't want to live without number 18, my Blistex. I use Blistex, that medicated ointment, at least 10 times a day. I have to, because I have terrible, terrible problems with my lips. They crack, and then I pick them, and then they bleed, and then I get canker sores, and then so basically I don't mind right now with this COVID-19 stuff because of all the restrictions, because I'll have to wear a mask and nobody has to see my ugly mouth. Does that sound bad? Well, that's my 18 things that I don't want to live without. Did you learn anything new about me? Now, I'm not going to tag anybody, but if you want to do it, pop on. I want to hear some of the things you don't want to live without. Try not to steal all of my answers, because I know that they're the best ones, though. You all have a wonderful 4th of July today. That's what today is. I don't have a red, white, and blue top. I'm wearing Darla's top. Isn't that gorgeous? She's amazing. I love her. Love you, Darla. Okay, guys, I hope you have a great weekend. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.